Hi, thanks for stopping by my market report. My name is Mike, and this market report is about mortgage rates. We kind of like to get into the trends and what impacts them on a daily basis. We come out with these reports every single day, Monday through Friday, as the market opens, or kind of about midday, almost midday, as I'm on the West Coast. And we don't get into rate quotes. There's a lot of variables that go into in different loan programs with various rates that we kind of stay away from that. There's plenty of other sites go into it. However, I am a loan officer. I do work with National Bank, so if you need that, would like that for your personalized quote, please feel free to reach out to me anytime. Also, if you got questions about mortgage programs or different variables of that nature, please also feel free to reach out. We do handle purchasing, so we can get you your pre-approval so you can make your offers and finance the next property. We can also help you with the refinances. We have a couple different solutions out there that you could use your equity or to potentially help you out with your overall financial being. And if you'd like to have a little one-on-one meeting, please feel free, again, reach out with us. Meanwhile, why don't we go ahead and just jump right into this report? We'll start with the economic reports for the day. The first item here is the ISM Manufacturing PMI for the month of May. So the previous reporting for April is at 60.7. On these indexes, anything above 50 is improving conditions, so we're in pretty good condition right now. Forecast call for 60.9. However, it came in at 61.2, so a little bit hotter than expected. Now, we also had construction spending for the month of April. So a previous report came out at 0.2%. However, that got revised higher to 1%. So great number right there for construction, showing that we're getting back into improvements. Forecast come for 0.5%. However, that came in much higher at 0.2% growth for the month of April. Um, Headline news: stocks are mixed. Actually, the stocks were up. All started the morning up, but as some report came up, some of them were a little disappointed by the number, I guess. So S&P and Nasdaq went to negative territory. So the only one in positive territory right now is the Dow. We do got a few Fed speakers will be have with engagements, speaking engagements later today. There could be market movement as they have been paying much attention to them. They will be going into their meeting here later this month, around the 15th, and so they'll go next week. Most likely, they'll go in the quiet or the blackout period where they won't be speaking. There's been a lot of talk, especially with the whatchamacallit, the inflation that came out on Friday. That was the big number for the week. However, they did kind of shrug it off a little bit, surprisingly. Usually that is a big scare, and it went up to the core, came up at 3.2%. Not as high as the CPI, however, it was high, still hotter than what we are normally see. But again, they're kind of feeding into the uh, comments that the Fed has been kind of saying all on that. They believe this to be transitory, and the Fed will keep accommodative until we get through this for a few months. So we'll have to wait and see for a few months, see how this resides, if it starts showing improvement, and as the supply chain opens up a bit more, we'll get through that. The ISM was down primarily because they were showing signs of supply and labor issues. So that was a concern that we can't get like retail, where we can't get the appliances, we can't get the furniture, we can't get autos, we can't get computers, all these different things that need manufactured. Unfortunately, they don't have the supply or the labor to kick into it and be able to get that out to the people. So again, supply chain issues. Let's jump ahead, look at the bond market, see what's going on, and we start off way down here. We start off down about 17 basis points. It just recently kind of starts subsiding a little bit, coming back a little bit. Right now we're down about 5 basis points. So what will happen is that the lenders did come out with the worst pricing today. However, if this keeps this up, at some point you may see some lenders start coming out with a little better pricing, uh, to offset that. So we'll be closer to what we left off on Friday. However, this morning it did start off a little worse, but you'll probably see some, if this maintains this and continues to improve, or at least keep where we're at right now, you'll most likely see some lenders start giving some price improvements at some point today. Yields were way up. We started way up here, about 163 range. We have since subsided a bit again, dropping below the 50 and the 25 and the technical level. So we had three levels that we broke above, but right now we are down about 1.61 range here. There's concerns that maybe we might push up to the 170 range. However, right now the markets are kind of selling down a little bit. We'll have to wait and see if it will do that or not, because now we're starting to get a little bit of a trend here going upwards. We want to see, we don't want that upward trend, as we don't want yields to continue to rise, and we want them to come down a little bit. For those of us like the lower rates here. All right, folks. So that's it. Again, mortgage rates did worsen a little bit today, but we have the potential for a reprice for the better, as the markets did subside a little bit from the initial openings. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.